It's actually pretty easy to beat 99% of your competitors in social media marketing because most of them are doing it wrong. So, for the next few minutes, I'll be shaking down the 3 myths of social media marketing, which is important for you because these are myths that most people believe are correct. And by knowing the truth, you'll get ahead. So, myth number 1 for social media marketing: you must have tons of followers to get tons of reach. And this was true back in the day. Everyone was chasing followers because when you posted content, that video or that post mostly was revealed only to those that subscribe to you. However, it's the complete opposite now. So, are you ready for a brief lesson to explain this? With short form video blowing up, thanks to platforms like TikTok, all other platforms had to switch to a more merit-based content model. TikTok started sucking up the user base from these other platforms because TikTok understood one thing: humans value status, which is kind of the founding idea of like what Zuckerberg talked about when he started Facebook. With a willingness to push out your content to people who don't follow you, the platforms are attracting more people that are chasing that status. So just to prove to you that it's not about followers or subscribers anymore, check out this video from an account called Mr. Potes, who creates videos that is purely, exclusively pushing bottles down concrete stairs. And these bottles are random sized bottles that are filled with random things like marbles or M&Ms. And notice what happened with the first video that he posted: over 92 million views. Now, this isn't business content, but the principle here still applies. If you think that it's not possible for you to get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views with your first post on a platform, then at this point you're mistaken.
False.
And I'm not saying that that should be the goal, but all I'm trying to get at is that if you don't have tons of followers or subscribers, there's something else working against you when you're not getting views and not getting the type of reach that you want. Also, as someone that has attracted more than 400,000 followers myself, I can tell you that simply getting followers for the sake of having followers will not improve your revenue goals. If you've learned how to create popular content, but that content is not keeping the right audience in mind, you'll end up with fans in the 6-figure count that will never pay you a dime and never become your customers. So just remember, subscribers and followers is not a key metric anymore. It's all about the quality of your content. Myth number 2 with social media marketing is more content equals more money. So there's the whole strategy of post consistently, post frequently, that is very common amongst a lot of business owners, a lot of people in general. And it's thrown around a lot. Even if it works, it's because you're saturating a platform, not because it's efficient. So to give you an example, I recently saw someone online saying that they have 3.1 million followers and over 9.2 billion impressions, which sounds awesome, right? That sounds amazing. But you know how they got there? It was because they posted 100 times every day. And I don't know about your opinion, but I'm pretty confident in saying that you can't make 100 posts a day without either sacrificing quality or hiring a very expensive army of video editors. So wouldn't you rather get more exposure and more opportunities by saving time and creating less content? It's totally possible, and I know that it flies in the face of what the current marketing strategy is with your content. But it does require you to abandon the idea of posting a lot of content to make it happen. You must embrace a different philosophy instead. At the very most, when I was in my prime, when I was learning this, I have posted 3 times a day, and my views were averaging 8 million a month. Yes, the content quality was higher, and it does take a little bit more thought, but I end up saving time because this route makes any one video perform better than any one video I would have created through batching my content. So, am I really that crazy for being more intentional with my content when one video performs 10 or even 100 times better than the 10 typical videos created using the old strategy? Myth number 3 with social media marketing: the best performing content is spontaneous. This myth may not be as obvious, and you might be wondering why I'm even calling it out. Yes, we like seeing the videos of Karens out in the wild or the street interviews of wealthy entrepreneurs. But first of all, those random videos are the exception. And second of all, many of them, if not most of them, are actually staged. And I'm sure that you've noticed that before yourself. So if I were to ask you what business creates the best videos out there, who would come to mind? Maybe it's the Harmon brothers with their hilarious video ads. Or maybe you'd think of Mr. Beast for all that money he throws around. Or maybe it's someone like Alex Hormozy, whose videos are so popular in the business community that they named a video editing style after him. But think for a minute, what do all of these business creators have in common? Their content, who you said are the best business videos out there, is scripted. And this might be a revelation to you, but the best content creators out there are not scripting their content just because it helps them repeat their lines. It's because being more intentional with your content gives you the advantage in engineering your content for how the platforms work and how they favor who gets more attention. So keep that in mind. What is ultimately important for the platform is keeping eyeballs on the platform longer. And if you as a business creator can find a way to do that yourself in your own unique kind of way, in your own unique voice, then that will work better for you. But you have to keep eyeballs on the screen because that's what the platform wants. So hope these 3 myths are helpful. Embrace these 3 myths and watch how your content explodes way better than your competitors.